How's it going, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another video. I see a lot of YouTubers out there posting yearly roundup videos, so I thought I'd throw my hat in the mix. I was watching Square Pegs' video earlier. Watched the whole video, all 21 minutes. It was a good video. Well, it spurred me to do this video. I haven't been on camera in a while. I've been busy. And I wanted to talk a little bit about my year in review and what we can expect going forward. Not necessarily as far as the YouTube channel is concerned, but just as far as the hobby and, what I might try to acquire in 2025, what I might pull back on. Things that we pretty much already talked about over and over and over again the last 10 to 12 months. Beer of the day, Modelo. I'm not like gaming off the grid. I don't really buy a lot of the micro brewery beer. I stick to the name brand. No offense. But, oh shit. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Fuck. So, yeah. There is something really important I do want to talk about. Gaming related. So we're at a crossroads right now as far as continuing to collect physical media, and there's like a little bit of there's a catch to that. So the Nintendo Switch, I think, is a safe avenue as far as collecting physical games is concerned, and the reason for that is not always the case, but a lot of times the games that are released on the Switch are the best versions or equal to what is released on modern consoles like the Xbox Series X and the PS5. Typically when you're talking about 2D side scrollers and things like that aren't too graphically intense. So for that reason, I think it's still reasonable to collect for the Switch, and when the Switch 2 is announced and released, inevitably it'll support physical carts. I think that's a great avenue for the continuation of physical collecting. I'm not such a huge advocate of hoarding the cases, because in my games room, and I think I speak for a lot of you guys out there as well, including Square Pegs, we're all limited as far as shelf space is concerned, and then it gets to the point where you start stacking games up, against your walls, and you're encroaching on hoarding territory. So I guess what I'm getting at is it would be more ideal. I know a lot of you enthusiasts are going to cringe at this, but I think for the Switch, it would be more ideal to collect those games loose cart if you could. I know it's possible because I've gone to certain pawn shops before, and they sell loose cart Switch games behind the glass case. But that being said, again, this ties into collecting goals for 2025. A lot of you that watch the channel, you may be wondering if or maybe why I didn't pick up Alan Wake 2, which got a physical release. I think it was released by Limited Run Games. So that's kind of like the turning point for me. That's the turning point for me, because I played Alan Wake 2 on the Xbox Series X, and although I really did enjoy it, I was one of the only people to talk about how poor the image quality was. Very grainy. It just didn't look good. And when you saw the comparison shots comparing Alan Wake 2 to what it could look like if you had a high-end PC, it was like a generational leap as far as the reflections were concerned. All of the ray traced reflections and the shadow casting and everything. To the point where it's like, why would I want to buy a physical copy of the worst version of this game? What is the point? What is the point? Because if I really wanted to play Alan Wake 2 again, I would want to play it the way it looks on PC. It looks so much better. It looks the way it should look, and the way it looked on the Xbox Series X. In a lot of ways, it was kind of depressing, to be honest with you. So the PS5 Pro it sort of eliminates a little bit of that because it's a halfway. It's kind of like a halfway in between. It's quite a bit better than what the games, excuse me, that are enhanced on the PS5 Pro. The games look a lot better than on the base PS5 Xbox Series X, but they still don't look as good as what these modern games look like on the PC. So what I'm getting at is more and more and more, I feel like I feel the sense of it's not worth collecting any more games for the Xbox Series X. The reason why I say Xbox Series X is because for those of you who don't know, I don't have a PS5. The worst version, as far as graphics are concerned, is the version that is released for the Xbox Series X and the PS5 base system. The best version is on PC. So if I go out and buy a high-end PC, which I certainly could, then you're into another sort of moral dilemma because then it's like you're buying games digitally, and I really don't like the idea of that. I feel like there's no ownership. But then you buy games digitally, and a lot of times they go on like a steep sale. But still, it's not enough to entice me because, let's face it, I'm 41 going on 42 years old. My time is limited, and when I have time to game, usually it involves sitting in front of the couch, in front of the TV. I'm not the type of person to play games on the computer. So that's kind of ruled out for me. So it leaves me with like, what do I do? I'm not sure. I feel like I'm at the end of the line as far as buying games and collecting games is concerned. I feel like I got enough games that I have not played. Even in 2024, I told myself I would play more games and I didn't. It's gotten to the point I can't keep up with all the modern releases, and I can't keep buying new games when I haven't played the ones that I have. So a lot of the games that are coming out, they're passing me by. They're coming out faster than I have time to actually play them. It's gotten to the point where all I can do is watch YouTube videos and watch others enjoy those games, but I can't keep buying more games because I have too many games on my plate. A couple days ago, I picked this up. I was just jonesing for a new Nintendo Switch game, and I picked up Kaze and the Wild Masks. Now, I did get into this. I'm not really going to talk a lot about it here, but it is absolutely a shameless Donkey Kong Country clone, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. It's like Donkey Kong Country. It starts off really easy, and then from out of nowhere, it gets hard. But yeah, that's it. Like, I mean, for 2024, I didn't get to play my games as much as I would have liked, and a lot of that had to do with time constraints. Work, personal life, other commitments, unfortunately reared their ugly head. Take a sip of my beer here. And I just wasn't able to really sink my teeth into a lot of the games that I have. I did beat a lot of magnum opuses, if you will, but lately, and again, I don't know if it has to do with my age, but I feel like these tiny bite-sized experiences like Kaze and the Wild Masks, I've been on a bit of a 2D side-scrolling kick lately too, but I just, I picked up and started playing Saw, the video game for the PS3, and I really do enjoy it, and I'm about 75-80% through the game. I'm just about at chapter 5 out of 7. But now we're going on a month. Okay, this is a game that I should have been able to beat in about 5 days, and we're going on a month here, and I still haven't beaten it. And what do I do? I kind of have to move on and play my other stuff, so I might have to put it on the shelf. But yeah, so there is obviously, I don't want to say fatigue, but I can't speak for you guys, but I have to speak, speaking for myself, I kind of have to not necessarily pump the brakes on collecting, but just be extra super aware of what I need in my collection and what I don't need. So I'm just wrapping up my Wii collection. I've got a couple of more games. I got room for a couple of more games on the Wii shelf. The PS3 shelf behind me that you can't see the rack, I've got room for more games there. So there's a couple other titles I'm going to probably pick up throughout the year. PS2, we're done. Original Xbox, we're done. Xbox 360, I keep telling myself I'm done collecting 360, but I keep buying more 360 games. It keeps pulling me back in. As far as 2025 is concerned, as far as the Switch 2 is concerned, it will be cool to see all you guys get excited about it, watching all the videos, seeing if the hardware is as powerful as a PS4 or an Xbox One. That would be cool. I'm not going to be buying a Nintendo Switch 2. I'm happy with my OG Switch that I have. I've got enough room for 6 or 7 Switch games on my rack over there. So I might pick up a few more Switch games in 2025. But for the most part, I've really had to pump the brakes on collecting. I've actually pulled a few games out of my collection that I've had on the shelf for a couple of years that I haven't touched, just because there's no reason. There's no reason. If I have a game that I haven't played and I've owned it for 3 years, that's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. So, other than that, for 2025, I hope to go to a gaming convention. I might go to the Midwest Classic Gaming Convention. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll go to Siege. Bump into Marceau. Say, how are you doing? It's been a while. Long time no see. How's it going? But other than that, yeah, not much going on New Year's Eve. I don't really have much going on, as you can tell. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a dangerous night to be on the road. Unfortunately, people still drink and drive in the year 2024, as scary as that is. So, yeah, I just wanted to put out a catch-up video, share a little bit of my thoughts on 2024 and heading into 2025. Like I said, the main takeaway for me is just I just can't wrap my head around buying a brand new game for my Xbox Series X when I see how much better it looks on the PC. I'm just really, really conflicted right now. Like, another example would be, well, I guess Grand Theft Auto 6 won't come out on the PC. It probably won't. So, I guess if you want to play it, you'll have to play it on your PS5 or your Xbox Series X. But the game's gonna look amazing. But I imagine the game would look way better on PC, right? Or the PS5 Pro. You know, if I had a time machine and I could go back in time, would have I purchased a PS5 Pro? I don't know. But like, if I didn't own a Series X, I would buy a PS5 Pro over a PS5 just because I see all the enhancements that the games are getting for the PS5 Pro, and the enhancements are making the games look more like what I wanted the games to look like. And Cyberpunk 2077, again, Alan Wake 2, look far better on the PS5 Pro than the base model PS5 and the Xbox Series X. So, yeah, I don't know. I just, physical collecting is just not what it used to be. Other than that, though, the YouTube channel, obviously I haven't been putting out a lot of content. Again, I've been trying to spend my spare time playing my games. I don't want to just be sitting here talking about games that I never play. But that's it. I hope you guys all have a good New Year. And there will be more content coming out on the channel. I'm going to try to structure it. I kind of want to do one video a week, and I want it to be on Sundays. Because a lot of my favorite YouTube channels, not even gaming related channels, they all tend to put out their videos on Sundays. Automotive channels. And I just like the idea of me just putting out one video a week on a Sunday. And Sunday is usually the one day of the week where you're kicking about. You've got YouTube on and you're relaxing. You can watch a Sunday video. I don't want to get into this, I'm already in it, but this sporadic habit of just posting videos whenever. I would like to just have a schedule. I don't want to be putting out more than one video a week because my time is limited. I feel like if I did just put out one video a week, maybe I could work on the video throughout the week, and by the time I release it on Sunday, it'll be of decent quality. Whereas right now, I'm just putting out point and shoot content, which some of you enjoy. But that's it. That's it. Not much else going on. I guess I'll cut it off here right around the 16-minute mark. Anyways, have a safe New Year's. I look forward to talking to you guys next year. And that's it. I hope you guys have a good night. And we'll see you soon. Have a good one.